हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। आज कोर 8 पेपर जो 4th सेमिस्टर पिलांकर कोर 8 पेपर रही डेवलपमेंट ऑफ एजुकेशन इंडिया हिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन इन इंडिया तार 2 बा 3 सेंटेंस रे जो आंसर रही 1.5 मार्क्स इन इच तार डिस्कसन करवा इंग्लिश मीडियम रे। वीडियोटी स्टार्ट करने पूर्व जो मैंने मो चैनल नुआ अच्छे से अनुरोध से मो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब एसटी एजुकेशन CHE एंड डिग्री क्लासेस। चलो ताले वीडियोटी स्टार्ट करवा। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज गिव द मेन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ एजुकेशन इन वैदिक पीरियड। द आंसर इज द मेन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ एजुकेशन इन वैदिक पीरियड एंड द फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज गुरुकुल एजुकेशन सिस्टम, सेकेंड पॉइंट इज आइडियल गुरु, थर्ड पॉइंट इज फ्री एजुकेशन, फोर्थ पॉइंट इज ऑब्जर्व ब्रह्मचर्य बाय स्टूडेंट्स, फोर्थ इज कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग and fifth is character building and sixth is guru shishya relation with the father and son, like father and son. So the main characteristic of education in Vedic period are Gurukula education system. The education was imparted through the Gurukulas by the gurus. Ideal guru means the gurus at the Vedic period or in the Vedic period was like the father. Free education means education is not a bondage for the students. Everywhere they can learn. The next point is observe brahmacharya by students. The students have to observe brahmacharya. Then the point is character building. Character building is the most important aim of education in Vedic period. The next point is guru shishya relation with the father and son. The relation between the guru and shishya or the teacher and the taught are like the father and son. So the next question is write the educational institution during Vedic age. The educational institution during Vedic age includes institution in natural environment, means the gurukulas. The second point is institution, the name of a gurus. The third is shakha. Fourth is parishada, fifth is gotrakula, sixth is matha and vihar, and the seventh is chattasali. Chattasali, gurukula, the name of institutions of the name of the gurus, shakha, parishada, these are the educational institutions in the Vedic age. The next question is give the characteristics in Buddhism. Characteristics of education in Buddhism. There is a printing mistake. etc except etc there should be written as education. The characteristics of education in Buddhism. The answer is the main characteristics of education during Buddhism are: the first point is formal methods observed before entering the school are pavaja and upasampada. The ceremony which was constituted before education entering the school is pavaja and upasampada. The second point is guru-student relation like father and son. Curriculum professional and vocational including literature, art, sculpture, philosophy, agriculture and commerce education. The subjects like commerce education, agriculture, philosophy, sculpture, art, literature, etc. included in the curriculum. The next is after upasampada and pavaja joined and remained in sangha for 12 years. Next point, teaching methods learned by heart. The next question is what is upanayana? The answer is higher education during Vedic period was organized in gurukulas. The children were admitted at the age of 8 to 12 years for Brahmin children, at the age of 8 for Kshatriyas, at the age of 10 and Vaishyas children at the age of 12 years. Upanayana sanskara of the child was performed at the time of admission in gurukulas. After this, higher education starts. So, what is Upanayana? Upanayana is a ceremony through which the higher education starts. Next question is what is pavaja sanskar? The answer is the age for initiation in primary education was 8 years and pavaja sanskar was held. Pavaja means going out. The child had to leave his home, parents, enters matha and begin formal education. Means the child has to leave his own house and enter into the sanghas and mathas for taking education. He His head was a tonsured, wore a yellow robe, and a staff was placed in his hand, appeared before the Bhiksha, touched his feet, sat down, and take three words like I take refuge with the Buddha, I take refuge with religion, and I take refuge with the Sangha. The next question is what is Upasampada Sanskara? The answer is at the completion of higher education, most of the Sramanas entered family life while a few joined Bhiksha education. Sramanas were re-examined before being admitted to Bhiksha education and they had to take 8 more pledges. The process was termed as Upasampada Sanskara. The next question is write the main Buddhist educational centers of the period. The answer is in Buddhist period education was imparted virtually in every motto and vihar. Some imparted primary education only while others imparted primary as well as higher education. The third type of institution were universities of that era. Some of the famous centers were Takshashila, Nalanda, Vallabhi and Vikramashila. The next question is what are the other aspects of education during Buddhist period? The answer is though best arrangements for general and specialized education were made during Buddhist period, but the nature of mass education, vocational education, moral and religious education was somewhat different from that of the present. The next question is explain the medium of education during the period of Vedic age. During Vedic period, there was a difference between the Sanskrit language of a common man and that of the educated persons. Pure Sanskrit was used in the field of higher education. So, pure Sanskrit was the medium of education during the Vedic period. Medium of education was purely Sanskrit in Vedic period. What is about monitorial system in Vedic age? The answer is in later Vedic period when the number of students increased in Gurukulas, the teacher began to appoint senior, intelligent and capable students from amongst the Brahmin class as monitors. These monitors imparted knowledge in language, literature, religion and ethics to junior students. It has two advantages. Firstly, it reduced the workload of the teachers and secondly, it provided training of teaching to the students of a Brahmin class during their education. The next question is give the names of main educational centers of Vedic period. The answer is the main educational centers of Vedic period was the first is Takshashila, Kalikaya, Mithila, Prayaga, Kasi and Kanchi. The next question is give the structure of organization of education during Buddhist period. The answer is Buddhist system of education was divided into 3 levels such as the first level is primary education which includes 6 to 12 years. The second level is higher education which includes 12 to 20 or 25 years. And the third level is Bhikkhu education which includes to join Bhikkhu education one has to undergo Upasampada Sanskara and the duration of education was 8 years. The next question is give the meaning of a Buddhist education. The answer is in the Buddhist system of education, the Buddhist system of education meant the education pursued in Buddhist mottos and vihars. It seems that during this period, education was considered to be a process or means to achieve knowledge. The next question, give the aims and ideals of a Buddhist education. The answer is the aims and ideals of a Buddhist system of education are the first point is physical development, second preservation and development of a human culture, next character formation, next vocational development, next aim is education of a Buddhist religion. So Buddhist period रे कौन थिला ना एजुकेशन एम कौन थिला ना फिजिकल डेवलपमेंट कहले शारीरिक विकास थिला, प्रिजर्वेशन एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ ह्यूमन कल्चर कहले संस्कृति मनुष्य संस्कृतिर रक्षण एवं विकास घटाइबा गोटे लक्ष्य थिला एवं क्यारेक्टर फॉर्मेशन कहले चरित्र गठन गोटे लक्ष्य थिला, वोकेशनल डेवलपमेंट कहले वृत्तिगत विकास गोटे लक्ष्य थिला एवं एजुकेशन ऑफ बुद्धिस्ट रिलीजन बौद्ध धर्म विषय रे शिक्षा दिया जाउतिला. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज गिव द करिकुलम ऑफ प्राइमरी एजुकेशन इन बुद्धिस्ट पीरियड. द आंसर इज द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ प्राइमरी एजुकेशन was 6 years and they were taught 49 alphabets of Pali language with the help of a text Siddhrasth. They were taught to read and write language and different sciences like morphology, Mansuri, masonry, medicine, logic, spirituality were taught. The general principles of a Buddhist religion were also taught. बुद्धिस्ट रिलीजन बा बौद्ध धर्म उपर से अधिक गुरुत्व देउथिले। तापर नेक्स्ट आसला कौन ना आमर जो रही 75 वर्ड्स बा 2 मार्कर आंसर जोटा कि 3 नंबर आमर पड़े बा पार्ट 3 रे जोटा आमर आसे जोटे 3 नंबर आसे 2 मार्कर क्वेश्चन जेको 8टी उत्तर दियो से गुड़िकर डिस्कसन करवा। द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इज विद्यारंभ संस्कार ऑफ प्राइमरी एजुकेशन ड्यूरिंग वैदिक पीरियड। द आंसर इज द प्राइमरी एजुकेशन ड्यूरिंग वैदिक पीरियड वाज अरेंज्ड इन द फैमिलीज। द विद्यारंभ संस्कार commencement of education of the child was initiated on some auspicious day at the age of about 5 years. This ritual was conducted by the family priest. The child was bathed, put on new clothes, and was presented before the priest. The priest would spread a new cloth with grains on it. The gods and goddesses were invoked and worshipped by Vedic mantras, and the child's finger was made to run on the grains, making letters of the alphabet. The priest was then fed and paid dakshina. He blessed the child, and thus the regular education commenced. The next question is explain upanayana sanskara during Vedic period. Vedic period रे upanayana sanskara कौन थिला? The answer is higher education during Vedic period was organized in the Gurukulas. The children were admitted in Gurukulas at the age of 8 to 12 years. Brahmini children were admitted at the age of 8 years, Kshatriya children at the age of 10 years, and Vaishya children at the age of 12 years. Upanayana sanskara of the child was performed at the time of admission in Gurukulas. This commenced the higher education of this ceremony. The next question is give the meaning of education in Vedic period. Education रो अर्थ कौन थिला वैदिक जुगरे? The answer is during Vedic period education had narrow and extensive connotations. Both it was used as a synonym to knowledge, humility, and discipline. Generally, the knowledge of different subjects and training of art and skills imparted after the Vidyarambha Sanskara in families and after the Upanayana Sanskara in Gurukulas was called education. It was the narrow meaning of education. However, when the students completed education in the Gurukulas, a Samavartana Sanskara by convocation ceremony was conducted, and the Guru addressed the students that they must act pledge about in self-study. It means the knowledge was acquired whole life through self-study. It was the wider meaning of education. The next question is explain the administration and the finance of education during Vedic period. The answer is the administration and finance of Vedic system of education as follows. The first is free from state control. It means the state was not responsible to organize education during Vedic period, with the result that if exercised no control over it, the education during this period was completely under the individual control of the Gurus, who were the sole in charge of their Gurukulas. The second point is free education, which means education during Vedic period was completely free. The Gurus themselves arranged for lodging and boarding of the students. The students of course used to pay Guru Dakshina to their teachers according to their formal position. Free education means कौन ना जो education was completely free से तबले पूरा free रही थी education बा शिक्षा. The Gurus themselves arranged for lodging and boarding of the students. पिला माने गुरुकुल रही किरी से माने शिक्षा ग्रहण करथिले. स्टूडेंट माने कौन करथिले बा छात्र माने कौन करथिले से माने गुरु दक्षिणा मध्य दउथिले. Next is sources of income. During Vedic period, the Gurukulas did not receive any regular grant from the state. The kings, emperors, and affluent sections of the society voluntarily gave donations in the form of land, animals, grains, clothes, utensils, and money to meet the day-to-day needs of Gurukulas. The students begged alms from the society. The third source of income was Dakshina. On the completion of education, students paid Guru Dakshina, which helps in the finance of Vedic system of education. Source of income कौन थिला ना गुरु माने पिला माने कौन करथिले ना source of income थिला जे Vedic period रे गुरुकुल जे did not receive any regular grant from state. राज्य रे माने कौन सी grant पाउ नथिले. किंग कहले राजा बा एम्परर्स एवं affluent sections कहले जो माने रहिचंती प्रभावशाली व्यक्ति समाज रे से माने वॉलंटरली कहले स्वतःप्रत भाव से माने किछि देई थांती केमिते ना आकार क्या आकार ना फॉर्म ऑफ लैंड एनिमल्स ग्रेन्स क्लॉथ्स यूटेन्सिल्स एंड मनी टू मीट द डे टू डे नीड्स ऑफ द गुरुकुल गुरुकुलर दैनंदिन खर्च पर से स्टूडेंट मैंने कौन करती ना भिक्षा ग्रहण करें गुरु से भिक्षा को गुरु दक्षिण हिसाब से दान करें। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज एक्सप्लेन द करिकुलम ऑफ एजुकेशन इन वैदिक पीरियड। The answer is on the basis of nature of curriculum of education during Vedic period was divided into two forms, Aparavidya and Paravidya. Aparavidya or materialistic curriculum includes language, grammar, numerology, agriculture, cattle rearing, arts, music and dance skills, weaving, dyeing, woodwork, metalwork, craft, economics, politics, geology, physiology, snake science, logic, astrology, medical science, military science, exercise, Gurukula organization and Guru service, etc. Paravidya, which means a spiritual curriculum. It included education of Vedic literature, Vedas, Vedangas and Upanishads, theology and ethics and training in activities like control of sense organs, religion-based conduct, mode of worship, evening prayers and yajnas, etc. जहाँकि स्पिरिचुअल कहले आध्यात्मिक शिक्षा उपरे गुरुत्व दे थाए। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट आर द मेथड्स ऑफ टीचिंग ड्यूरिंग वैदिक पीरियड। The answer is during Vedic period teaching was generally conducted orally through question answer, problem solving, lecture and debate. The methods of teaching was purely oral at the Vedic age. oral थिला बा मौखिक थिला कहीं ना सेतबेले किछि इंस्ट्रूमेंट बाहर नथिला जे लेखिबा बा प्रिंटिंग इंस्ट्रूमेंट किछि नथिला। The imitation method was used for teaching language, whereas demonstration and practice methods were used for the education of various crafts and skills. The writers of Upanishads had developed a very effective method of teaching called Sravana, Manana and Nididhyasana. It spelling mistake अछि पिला माने एटा Sravana, Manana and Nididhyasana, listening, learning and practice. Storytelling methods for teeny tots and logic method for higher education students were developed during the latter Vedic period. The next question is explain discipline during the Vedic period. The answer is in the early Vedic period, discipline meant for physical control referred to observance of celibacy, to obtain from vanity, using fragrance, entertainment through dance and music, intoxicants, gambling, killing cow, telling lies and backbiting. Mental control referred to control of sense organs, speaking truth, observing non-violence, non-stealing, renunciation, celibacy and keeping away from sex, anger, greed, love and intoxication. Spiritual control means identifying the form of a soul, perceiving similar identity in all and working for universal welfare. In the latter Vedic period, abiding by the teacher's order and rules of a Gurukula considered as discipline. Discipline कौन थिला ना फिजिकल कंट्रोल थिला जे किछि गर्व करिबा नाही, किछि फ्राग्रेंस व्यवहार करिबा नाही, एंटरटेनमेंट करिबा नाही, डांस म्यूजिक जीवा नाही, किछि निशा द्रव्य व्यवहार करिबा नाही, गाई मारिबा नाही बा जीव हत्या करिबा नाही, मिथ्या कहबा नाही इत्यादि इत्यादि। मेंटल कंट्रोल कौन थिला ना डिसिप्लिन कौन थिला ना कंट्रोल ऑफ सेंस ऑर्गन्स, जो 5 सेंस ऑर्गन हम रही सब ऑर्गन को कंट्रोल करिबा, सत्य कहबा, नॉन वायलेंस रखिबा, नॉन स्टीलिंग कहले चोरी करिबा नाही, सेलिबासी कहले जो ब्रह्मचर्य पालन करवा, कीपिंग अवे फ्रॉम सेक्स, एंगर कहले रागिबा नहीं, ग्रीड, लव एंड इंटॉक्सिकेशन। स्पिरिचुअल कंट्रोल मीन्स आइडेंटिफाइंग द फॉर्म ऑफ अ सोल, परसिविंग सिमिलर आइडेंटिटी इन ऑल कहले समस्त को समान देखिबा, वर्किंग फॉर यूनिवर्सल सर्वजन मंगल पई कार्य करवा इत्यादि। The next question is explain teachers' duties towards students in Vedic period. The answer is in the Vedic period the teachers were fully responsible for students. They undertake the following responsibilities and duties towards the students. The first point is they make arrangement for students lodging, food and clothing. They look after the health of students and their treatment for illness, provide education and their ability and burden, to teach good conduct to the students and build their character. They instruct students to enter grihastha ashrama, family life after the completion of education. These are the teachers' duties towards students. The next question is explain the students' duties towards the teacher in Vedic period. The answer is the following are the duties of students towards the teachers in Vedic period. The first point is to look after the cleanliness of a Gurukula. Gurukular ପରିଷ୍କାର ପରିଚ୍ଛନ୍ନତା ଉପରେ ଗୁରୁତ୍ୱ ଦେଉଥିଲେ। to seek alms for teachers and other residents of the Gurukula. ଗୁରୁକୁଳରେ ରହୁଥିବା ବାସିନ୍ଦା ବା ଗୁରୁମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ ଭିକ୍ଷା ବୃତ୍ତି ଗ୍ରହଣ କରୁଥିଲେ। ଟୁ ଆରେଞ୍ଜ ଫର୍ ପୋଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରାଣ୍ଡିଆଲ ରେଷ୍ଟ ଫର୍ ଦ ଟିଚର, ଟୁ ମ୍ୟାସେଜ ଦ ଫିଟ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଦ ଟିଚର ବିଫୋର ଗୋଇଂ ଟୁ ବେଡ୍। ଗୁରୁ ବେଡ୍କୁ ଯିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ବା ଶୋଇବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ସେମାନଙ୍କର ପାଦ ମେସେଜ କରୁଥିଲେ ବା ପାଦ କ'ଣ କରୁଥିଲେ, ମୁଡ଼ାମୁଡ଼ି କରିଦେଉଥିଲେ ବା ଘଷୁଥିଲେ। ଟୁ ଆବାଇଡ୍ ବାଇ ଦି ଅର୍ଡ଼ର୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ଦି ଟିଚର୍ସ ୱିଥ୍ ଡିଭୋସନ୍, ଗୁରୁଙ୍କର କଥାକୁ ବା ଗୁରୁଙ୍କର ଅର୍ଡ଼ରକୁ ତ୍ୟାଗ ସହକାରେ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରୁଥିଲେ। ଟୁ ଆବାଇଡ୍ ବାଇ ଦି ଅର୍ଡ଼ର୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ଦି ଟିଚର୍ସ ୱିଥ୍ ଡିଭୋସନ୍, ଦୁଇଥର ଏଇଟା ଡବଲ ରାଇଟ୍ ହେଇଯାଇଛି। ଟୁ ପେ ଗୁରୁ ଦକ୍ଷିଣା ଆକର୍ଡ଼ିଂ ଟୁ ୱାନ୍ସ ଭୋଲିସନ୍ ଅନ୍ ଦି କମ୍ପ୍ଲିସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଏଜୁକେସନ୍, କହିଲେ ତାଙ୍କର ଇଚ୍ଛା ଅନୁସାରେ ସେମାନେ ଗୁରୁ ଦକ୍ଷିଣା ଦାନ କରୁଥିଲେ ଏଜୁକେସନ୍ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ୍ ହେଲା ପରେ। ଦ ନେକ୍ସଟ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଗିଭ୍ ଦ ମେରିଟ୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ବେଦିକ୍ ସିଷ୍ଟମ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଏଜୁକେସନ୍। ଦ ଆନ୍ସର୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ମେରିଟ୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ବେଦିକ୍ ସିଷ୍ଟମ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଏଜୁକେସନ୍ ଆର୍ ଆଜ୍ ଫଲୋ। ଦ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଇଜ୍ ଫ୍ରି ଏଜୁକେସନ୍, extensive meaning of education, extensive aims of education, extensive curriculum education, specialization, development of good teaching methods, cordial relationship between teachers and students, disciplined life of teachers and students, suitable environment of the Gurukula and ritual oriented life pattern. The next question is explain the demerits of a Vedic system of education. The answer is some of the demerits of the Vedic system of education are as follows. The first point is education was not the responsibility of the state. No fixed source of income, on psychological structure of education, unorganized curriculum, emphasis on rote learning, rigorous discipline, lack of mass education, lack of proper organization of women education, excessive emphasis upon religious and moral education. ए पॉइंट गुड़ा पे बुझीपार मुझे पूर्व बुझे सारे। The next question is give the contribution of a Vedic system of education in the development of modern Indian system of education. The answer is the contribution of a Vedic system of education to the present education are as follows. The first is the participation of a state and a society in the organization of education, commencement of a category education, both wider and narrow meaning of education, formulation of a universal aims of education. The next is commencement of extensive curriculum. The next point is best teaching methods, and the next point is development of a correct concept of a discipline. The next point is cordial relationship between teacher and the student. The relationship between the teacher and the student was very cordial and like the father and son. Construction of a different educational institution for a different type of education, mass education and commencement of vocational education. The next question is explain the administration and finance and of a Buddhist system of education. The answer is 3 facts need to be mentioned in the administration and finance of education in Buddhist system education. First is control of a Buddhist sanghas over education. The first feature is that it is controlled by the sanghas. The second is patronized by kings, which means it is patronized by kings, states and monarchs with huge donations. The third is free primary education. The primary education was free. The next question is explain the curriculum at primary education in Buddhist period. The answer is in Buddhist period the duration of a primary education was 6 years. First of all, the students at the level were taught the 49 alphabets of a Pali language with the help of the text named Siddhrast. So they were taught to read and write the language. 5 different sciences, namely morphology, masonry, medicine, logic and spirituality were taught. General principles of Buddhist religion were also taught to the students. Besides this, some knowledge of arts and skills were also imparted at this stage. Let's now discuss what is the next question. Explain the curriculum at higher education during Buddhist period. The answer is the duration of higher education was generally of 12 years. During the period, a general knowledge of grammar, religion, astrology, Ayurveda and philosophy was imparted to the students. So the specialization in specific started in which the curriculum of a special education included Pali, Prakrit and Sanskrit language along with their grammar and literature, and such subjects as astrophysics, cosmology, political science, economics, arts, fine arts, sculpture and music, skills, spinning, weaving and dyeing, etc. Vocation like agriculture, cattle rearing and commerce, architecture, Ayurveda, Buddhist, Jaina and Vedic religion, theology, logic, philosophy and astrology, etc. Let's discuss about the next question. The next question is explain the curriculum of a Bhikkhu education. The answer is the duration of a Bhikkhu education was 6 years, but those Bhikkhu who intends to acquire knowledge in Buddhist religion and philosophy could continue their education further. Though they were taught only Buddhist religion and philosophy, and so its curriculum included three Pitakas, namely Sutra Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, and Abhidharma Pitaka, for the comparative study of different religions. Vedic religion was also taught to them. They were also taught architecture, to construct maths and vihars, and accountancy, to keep ledger of the riches of maths and vihars. The next question is explain the worldly and religious curriculum during Buddhist period. The answer is in Buddhist education, the worldly curriculum included education of reading, writing, mathematics, arts and skills, and vocational education like agriculture, cattle rearing, medicine and commerce. The religious curriculum was divided into two categories, first for general students and second for bhikkhus. The curriculum for general students included the study of Buddhist, Jainas and Vedic religions, where bhikkhu education, the curriculum was a bit of more elaborate. They had to study Buddhist literature, namely Tripitaka, Sutra Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka and Abhidharma Pitaka. For comparative study, they had to study Vedic religion besides architecture for the construction of maths and mathas and vihars, and also had to study accountancy to maintain accounts of the riches of mathas and vihars. The next question is write down the teaching methods followed in the Buddhist system of education. The answer is according to Buddhism, there are three means of learning: body, mind and consciousness. So different methods were followed to teach different age group of children. They are first is imitation method for language teaching. This method is very helpful. Question answer method, explanation method, debate and logic method, lecture method, demonstration and practice method, self-study method, etc. The next question is explain the responsibility of teachers towards the students during Buddhist period of education. The answer is the following were the responsibility for teachers towards their students. The first point is to arrange boarding and food for students. The second point is to look after the health of students and in case of a sickness arrange for treatment. Third point is to provide knowledge for Pali language and Buddhist religion. The next point is to educate them about do's and do nots. The next question is next point is to keep an eye over their activities and form their character. The next point is to show them the path of salvation. So the responsibility for teachers towards their students was arrange boarding and food for students. कहले सेमानकर रक्षण एवं खाइबा पीवा व्यवस्था करिबा स्टूडेंट मानकर बा सेमानकर शिक्षार्थी मानकर टू लुक आफ्टर दी हेल्थ ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स शिक्षार्थी मानकर स्वास्थ्य एवं सिकनेस कहले सिक हेबा बा जो माने रोग रे पड़िले सेमानकर ट्रीटमेंट करिबा टू प्रोवाइड नॉलेज ऑफ पाली लैंग्वेज एंड बुद्धिस्ट रिलीजन कहले पाली लैंग्वेज विषय ज्ञान देबा बा बुद्धिस्ट बौद्ध धर्म विषय ज्ञान प्रदान करवा टू एजुकेट देम एबाउट डूज और डोंट्स कहले कोटा करवा उचित एवं कोटा करवा न उचित ता विषय ज्ञान देवा टू कीप एन आई ओवर देयर एक्टिविटीज एंड फॉर्म देयर कैरेक्टर से माने कोन करूचंती से कार्यकलाप उपर नजर पकाइबा एवं तांकर कैरेक्टर बा चरित्र गठन करवा टू से शो देम द पाथ ऑफ साल्वेशन बा मोक्ष प्राप्ति निमंते तांको पथ देखाई देबा. The next question is give the responsibility of students towards the teacher. What are the responsibility of the students towards the teachers? टीचर मान प्रति शिक्षार्थी मानकर कौन बा अच्छा शिष्य मानकर कौन responsibility बा दायित्व थिला. The answer is the responsibilities of students towards their teachers were as follows. The first is to get up early in the morning and to make arrangements for ablution of their teachers. कहले शिक्षक बा गुरु उठिबा पूर्व शिष्य माने निज सेज त्याग करी गुरु मानक पई कोन रखिबा दरकार ना जो गाधेबा एवं दांत घसिया पई सरंजाम खंजिकी रखिबा आवश्यक. टू हेल्प टीचर्स इन ऑर्गेनाइजिंग मठज एंड टू परफॉर्म वेरियस टास्क अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर ऑर्डर. टू accompany teachers to beat arms for the residents of मठज एंड विहार्स. किसी भिक्षा ग्रहण करके आनिक देवा टू सर्व टीचर्स इन एवरी पॉसिबल वे शिक्षक को जमीती प्रकार से माने कौन करें सेवा प्रदान करेंगे टू मार्क द एक्टिविटीज ऑफ टीचर्स एंड इन केस ऑफ एनी लैकुना टू इन्फॉर्म द संघ. The next question is, what is Pavaja Sanskara? The answer is, children of any caste were admitted in mortals and vihars provided they were not sick, handicapped, impotent, thief or convict. The age for initiation of primary education was 8 years. At the time of initiation, Pavaja Sanskara was held. Pavaja means going out, since the child had to leave his home and parents to enter mortals to begin formal education. So the initiation ceremony held at the time of admission was termed as Pavaja Sanskara. First, his head was tonsured, was to made wear yellow robe and staff was placed in his head. He appeared before Bhikkhu, touched his feet and sat down in front of him. Bhikkhu administered 3 oaths to the child, which were to be repeated loudly. These 3 oaths are called Sarantrai. The 3 oaths were, I take refuge with Buddha, I take refuge with religion, and take refuge with Sangha. The next question is, what were the 10 advices given to students after Pavaja Sanskara? The answer is, after Pavaja Sanskara, Bhikkhu gave 10 advices to the students termed as Dasa Siksha Padani. And those 10 advices were avoid violence, हिंसा परित्याग कर, अवॉइड स्टीलिंग चोरी परित्याग कर, अवॉइड बैड कंडक्ट खराब व्यवहार परित्याग कर, अवॉइड अनट्रुथ स्पीच कौन विश्वास नथिबा कथा कह नहीं, अवॉइड इंटॉक्सिकेटिंग मटेरियल निशा द्रव्य परित्याग कर, अवॉइड टेकिंग फूड टू आड ऑड टाइम्स असमय खाद्य ग्रहण कर नहीं, अवॉइड बैक बाइटिंग, कीप अवे फ्रॉम डांस एंड म्यूजिक डांस ठारू दूरे रहो, अवॉइड लग्जरी गुड्स एंड renounce costly gifts in charity. The students pledged to follow these 10 advices. He was then admitted in Mothaj and was called Sramana and Samnar. The next question is, what is about examinations and degrees during Buddhist period? The answer is, examination during Buddhist period were not conducted in the manner in which we conduct at present. At the primary level, the concerned teachers did examine the students and if satisfied, did declare the students successful. No certificates were awarded to successful candidates at this level. Like present situation, at the higher level, a panel of teachers, bhikkhus, did examine the students orally and successful candidates were awarded degrees. The next question is, examine the Buddhist center of learning. The answer is, in Buddhist period, the main universities were Takshashila University, Nalanda University, Vallabhi University and Vikramshila University. Apart from the above universities, many other Buddhist centers of learning emerged during this period. Some of the other renowned universities were Saranath near Varanasi, Nadia by Navadvipa established by Rampata of Pal dynasty in Bengal, Mithila and Udantapuri in central India, and Kanchi in South India established by Pallava kings. So these are the 2 marks questions. So we have discussed about the Vedic and Buddhist period education, which is our first unit. So those who have not subscribed my channel, they are requested to subscribe my channel. Thank you all.